got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Carolina Panthers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
On first and 10, Mayfield. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
On second and 10, Mayfield. He's got the connection to Moore. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He got 29 yards that time.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. and you can't do it all on one throw.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Trey Hendrickson drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
The partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This is caught inside the 15. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. Burrow will throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd and goal from the 1. And Burrow going to keep it himself. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. Joe Burrow scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried the sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback forward?
Big push and a touchdown to Burrow. Extra point by McPherson up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. It's certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. And Mayfield just getting the play off. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Man open is forward. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. He's at the 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
A free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So he's been automatic to this point in the season, and he connects on the field goal.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Mayfield with it once more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Panthers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
First down, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. On the ground, McCaffrey. Oh, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Kiki QT now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They will throw on first down with Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards. First down, here's Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 23. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little
pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line is taking charge and control of this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense.
Under pressure, they got him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Now Burrow on first down. Dumps it off to Mixon. A solid stiff arm. And he is out of bounds, but not before he was inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Mixon with a first down carry. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. 20! And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Von Bell. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Mixing up the middle. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is...
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. He's got them out to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And Well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing, Mayfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because of...
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he fields it cleanly. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Here we go.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's brought down. Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. McPherson on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, Mayfield. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. That would have set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. One last shot for Mayfield here. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. On one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they come to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through.
I'm the best,